Peace and blessings is real. Peace and blessings. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters, man, is edified by this word this evening. First and foremost, we must give all praises, glory, and honor to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out, man. And we're going to name this word tonight, offering spiritual medicine for those who live in a bottle to ease their pain and suffering. That's right. I want you to meditate on the title of this word, think about it, and think about individuals in your family that might be living in a bottle to ease their pain and suffering. But in this word, okay, I want to offer spiritual medicine for those who live in a bottle to ease their pain and suffering. Okay, what's the spiritual medicine that I'm offering this evening? And that's these holy scriptures. Breathe, narrated, navigated by the inspiration of Yahweh through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, aka the Lord, who we call Yahweh, is the best spiritual medicine that you could offer to someone that have chose the route of living in a bottle as a way to ease their pain and suffering. So I'm not here to judge anybody that's living in a bottle, because when we're talking about living in a bottle, we're talking about those that resort to alcoholic beverages as an outlet to ease their pain and suffering. So as I get into this word, obviously the focal point and the main thing we're going to speak about is drinking alcohol. Usually when you hear about drinking alcohol, it's in a celebratory spirit. It has a celebratory connotation behind it. Usually, you know, there's a thing called happy hour when you get off work. Sometimes it's the end of the week, you know, Friday, you have happy hour. You get off work, let your hair down, you throw down a couple of drinks, a couple of beers or whatnot, you go home. You also have things called the nightlife, club life. You know, you go in there and get lit. These people call it lit. Down south, they call it crunk, you know. But you go in there and you get, you know, real tipsy. Or you have gatherings at your home, you know, where you have people come over, man, and everybody listening to music, drinking, getting toe up to the flow up, you know, having a great time in a celebratory spirit, right? But that's not what we're going to talk about today when it comes to alcoholic beverages, aka those living in a bottle. We're going to talk about people that's not in a celebratory spirit, but we're going to talk about those that's going through, just dealing with some pain and suffering. We're going to speak about that. And a lot of people have chose the route of living in a bottle. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. So when you look at the news today and you see all the senseless killings, all the violence, all the tragedies, what you don't realize is that a lot of people that's experiencing these situations are looking for an outlet to deal with the pain and suffering that comes with life, that comes with some of these situations you're seeing on the news. In the Bible, alcohol beverages is considered strong drink. Now, who would be good candidates that would resort to living in a bottle to ease their pain and suffering? If any of your loved ones have been murdered, that's a beautiful example of someone resorting to living in a bottle to ease their pain and suffering. someone that's coming out of a broken marriage or broken relationship. That's an example of someone living in the bottle to deal with the pain and suffering of that lost marriage or broken marriage or that broken relationship. You lose your livelihood, okay? Part of losing your livelihood is a lot of times you lose your place of stay, whether you're renting an apartment, whether you're renting a home, or whether you own a home. That becomes painful. Now you're suffering from that. Health issues. A lot of us are hit with health issues that causes excruciating pain. And obviously, what are you going to do? You're going to try to look for an outlet to ease that pain and suffering. And a lot of times people resort to living in a bottle, man. But in this word, I want to show you and explain to you that living in a bottle is not the route to go. When it comes to, the Bible identifies alcoholic beverages as strong drink. So you're not going to see necessarily the word alcoholic beverages in the Bible. But what you will see in the Bible is a thing called strong drink. Okay? And strong drink is an intense alcoholic liquor. The same type of liquor you can buy at your local liquor store. The same type of liquor you can buy in your favorite nightclub or bar or even sports bar. And it's a reason why they call it strong drink, because it's an intensive alcoholic liquor. And trust me, when you're dealing with a murdered loved ones, broken marriages and things that heavy, which cause pain and suffering, in a lot of sense, you're gonna want something to take care of that, to ease that pain and suffering. And a lot of people choose to live in a bottle, man. You know, in Numbers chapter 6, verse 3, it tells us as Israelites to separate ourselves from wine and strong drink. Don't partake in neither, according to Numbers 6 and 3. And in Leviticus chapter 10, verse 9, it's a permanent law that we must observe or we will suffer the death penalty. And guess what that law we must observe in Leviticus 10 and 9? That law is to not drink wine nor strong drink, aka intense alcoholic beverages. We are not to indulge in that, to even mess with that, period. And that's the law, okay? That's the law. So if you disobey Leviticus 10 and 9 and resort to living in a bottle to ease your pain and suffering, in essence, you just committed a death penalty, man. It's a reason why, as Israelites, we shouldn't be indulging in strong drink, and aka an intense alcoholic liquor, because strong drink and alcoholic beverages is another word for spirits, and all type of unsavory, evil spirits will jump on you, dude, and you almost a zombie out here. So don't even deal with it, man, if you can avoid it. Now, there is an exception to the rule of staying away from strong drink and strong wine. And that's in Proverbs 31 and 6. It says, you know, strong drink is necessary for those that's about to perish, and wine for those who have heavy hearts. That's the exception to this thing, man. Proverbs 31 and 6, there's an exception, which says it's necessary to drink strong drink if you're about to die. And it's okay to drink wine when your heart is heavy. But see, under those circumstances, you legit. But outside those circumstances, in no way, shape, or form, you should be living in a bottle, man. That's cold-blooded, man. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters was edified by this word. We give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushai, for allowing this word to come out. And hey, man, stay prayed up and keep Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushai, first in everything that you do, man. Word up. Shalom.